Here I am melting the sugar. This is going to take about 15 minutes. Right now it looks crumbly, but it's going to turn into liquid. Okay, and it's very hot. So I'm going to show you as it keeps going. This is what the sugar looks like as it's melting. This is what's going to go at the bottom of the dish. We're going to use this 8-inch cake pan, and the sugar goes down first. But we're just going to melt this, and the fire is at a medium low. I don't like to have it too hot because I don't want to burn the sugar. I just want it to melt. Okay, the sugar's ready, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to turn you around so we can put it into the pan. Okay, I'm going to pour the sugar into this pan. And this is what we're going to bake the flan in. Now to clean this pan up, the only thing you need to do is fill it up with water and put it to boil. Now we're just going to move it around. You need to be careful because this is very, very hot. Okay, I moved it around just like that, just so it can coat the whole bottom of the pan. Okay, we're going to set this aside and start on the filling. Okay, we are going to take the eggs. It's 5 eggs. We're going to whisk those up. Put in everything else. The evaporated milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1/2 cup of half and half, and a whole can of condensed milk. I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. Make sure that this is mixed up well. Give it a good whisk. Make sure everything is incorporated. And I also have some water boiling on the stove, and I'm going to show you what we're going to need that for when we put this in the oven. Okay, everything is broken up real nice. I'm going to take this beautiful lemon that I have here, and we are going to zest a little bit of zest, about 1/2 teaspoon. You don't want a whole bunch. Okay, and that's it. All right, give that a whisk. All right, we're going to pour this into our bowl, onto our pan, which is still very hot on the side, so you have to be careful. Okay, we're going to pour this in here. I'm going to shake the bottom up a little bit, make sure. I have another pan in here. I have this deep dish pan we're going to put it in here very carefully. Okay, and then we're going to push this in just a little bit, and we're going to fill it up with some boiling water, just about halfway up. Okay, and then we're going to push it back in carefully, and we're going to let it bake for 1 hour at 350 degrees. It's out of the oven. I just carefully removed it from the pan, and we're gonna let it sit here and cool off for about an hour before we can flip it over on a serving dish. And it's still kind of jiggly, but that's normal. That's a normal thing to see with the flan. So I'll be back in about an hour after it's cool. Okay guys, the flan has been sitting here for about an hour and a half, and I've already loosened it up along the edges. I just took this flat spatula knife and I went all around it, and you can tell it's loose when the sugar comes to the top. So what I'm gonna do is I have this plate. I'm gonna put it on top, And I'm just gonna turn it over. Try to keep my hand real tight. And just flip it over. And just flip it over. And put it where you want it. And you can hear when it releases. You're not gonna get all this sugar out of it, so don't worry about it. That's normal. But I try to get as much as I can. The rest of it, just put some water in it and put it on the stove on low heat, and it'll melt all that, so you won't have trouble cleaning it. Okay, so there you go. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna cut a piece so you can see what it looks like. It smells delicious. There you go. That's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. Okay guys, that's gonna conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do and like it, come back and let us know how it worked out for you. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.